With Tennessee set to start a new quarterback behind center this year, us at Vols Weekly thought it was the right time to take a look back at all the previous quarterbacks and develop our personal hierarchy of Tennessee starters. And with it being 2026, it only makes sense for us to go back as far as 2006, so covering about a 20-year span there. We also put it as a 3-start minimum, so all these quarterbacks on this list had to start at least 3 games. And we're going to do this throughout the week. For this first one, we're doing numbers 15 through 13. Let's roll with it. At the bottom of our list, at number 15, is Brian Maurer. For Maurer, he came in during the 2019 season and had a pretty good game against Georgia. He threw over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns on 14 completions, but unfortunately, that was just a flash in the pan moment for him. He went on to be 2-2 on the year, with his most impressive victory coming against Kentucky, where he simply just put up less than 100 yards. I believe it was 98 yards on, a relatively low number. I believe it was 10 completions. So, unfortunately, Maurer didn't have a great success. He did get 2 wins, but just that lack of experience and that lack of total yardage really hurt him in our standings, bringing him to number 15. Number 14 on our list is a year later, the COVID-stricken 2020 season, in which Harrison Bailey ended up taking over near the end of the year. Harrison Bailey ended up finishing that year 1-2 in his 3 only starts, and just didn't click with him. His best game that year was against Vanderbilt, where he did put up impressive numbers, 14 for 18 for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. That being his only victory in that 3-game strand. Then, of course, we all know that he ended up transferring 2 years later after only seeing 1 start in 2021. And then for our last entry today, number 13, we going all the way back to 2008 with Nick Stevens. During that tumultuous, final year for Philip Fulmer, Nick Stevens, while he was under center, went 2-4 that year. The 2 victories for Nick Stevens came against Northern Illinois and Mississippi State, where he combined for 20 completions, nearly 300 yards, and I believe it was, unfortunately, just 1 touchdown. During that game, he threw for 156 yards and 1 touchdown. So, impressive, not a stellar performance, but just the longevity, him being able to get in 6 games before being ultimately replaced, gives Nick Stevens a notch above Harrison Bailey and Brian Maurer on this list.